Welcome back to Vinny's Aquatics, and welcome to all the new viewers. Now, we have a very special episode of Vinny's Aquatics today. But first, I have a special announcement. This Friday at 5 o'clock, right before OFR, my special guests are going to be Jack and Dan. That's right, D. Jack and Dan. Join us there. Okay, on this very special episode of Vinny's Aquatics, I have to do a tribute to Neil Pardron. Neil was the founder and the sole operator of Petland Discounts, a tri-state fish and pet store. Now, I was going to go on my way back. I went to the city this week with Pete. We were on our way back Friday, and I was like, hey, let's stop at Petland Discount. I want to check out what they got. So I type in a quick search to find the closest one, and I find out they're all closed. Every one of them. Now, Petland Discount was founded in 1965 by Neil, and they had over 100 locations. They had one in Norwalk, Connecticut, which is where I got my 25 years ago, I got my tank, my 55-gallon tank with a stand. I think I got the whole thing for $99. Now, you might say, wait a minute, why are they closed? Well, it wasn't because of the pandemic, believe it or not. And the story behind it, I think I got to share with you guys. And I got to tell you a little bit about Neil Pardron. Okay? This is a real loss to our hobby. So let's get on with it. Let's do this.
Do me a favor. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button and smash the notification bell. Thank you.
All right, everybody. This is going to be the hardest shout out I've ever had to do. This goes out to my brother from another mother, Nigel Drayton. All right, let me start out at the beginning. So Nigel and I, we started working together, and we just became just really close friends really quickly. We would get together in the morning before work. We'd have our coffee. We would talk. We would get in-depth conversations. We would laugh. Oh my God, would we laugh? We'd go out. We'd do jobs together. We would do a lot of overnighters. There's times we worked 26, 24 hours in a row. We'd be just having a great time, even though we were working. We would hang out other times. We were just really good friends. Really, we got along. Very intelligent guy. With just so many great conversations. We even, one time we got into a brawl. It was like an Avengers movie. It was Nigel and I. And somehow we got into a brawl with the whole landscaping company that shared the parking lot with us in the back of the shop. And, man, now that was a brawl, okay? Well, that was back in the old days, but yeah, me and Nigel, we scrapped that day. There was a baseball bat involved. The police were called. Nigel got arrested. It was something out of the movies. And then he was in his early 30s. He had a beautiful wife, and he had a stepson that he was basically raising like it was his own kid. That kid's now in his 20s. He's a police officer. He's a police officer in the town of Stamford. I know Nigel would be proud. And then it friggin' came. The friggin' cancer came. I went and I visited him. I visited him every day at lunch, after work, whenever I could see it. And I watched it. And I watched what it did to my friend. And I was the last one that he ever talked to. I was sitting there at his bed, and I was the last person he ever talked to. He slipped into a coma. And I was sitting at home, crying, thinking about him. And I got a phone call. And it was his beautiful mom. And I'm sorry, this is so hard. And she told me, Nigel's gone. He's he's in a better place now. And my heart broke. Man, I love you, brother. I cannot wait to the day I see you again. And we can hang out like we used to. And we can have some laughs. And we can have each other's back. Nigel, you'll always be my brother, man. And I love you. I'm sorry, but I had to share this with you guys. I believe a guy as great as him, everybody should hear about it. I'm sorry, but I love this dude so much. I can't do anymore. Thank you.
This is Petland Discount. We have a complete selection of pet products at low discount prices. We have hundreds of dog bones and toys to choose from, and one of the largest selections of aquarium supplies.
This Aquatics 10-gallon tank starter set, only $9.99. Tank, pump, filter, plants, and much more for only $9.99. Petland Discounts, now 21 convenient locations.
Who was Neil Pardron? Neil was the founder of the Brentwood-based Petland Discounts. Unfortunately, Neil passed away on January 14th of 2019 of bladder cancer. He was 74 years old. Cancer stinks, and I don't like it. Neil, he grew up in Queens. He opened his first store in Glen Oaks in 1965. He later moved the company's headquarters to Brentwood. The chain initially sold tropical fish and aquatic supplies. They had a lot of aquariums. They had a tremendous selection of fish. I remember the one in Norwalk. It was amazing. It was like going to a candy store as a kid, and they were beautiful tanks. It wasn't like a Petco or a PetSmart. Don't think that. And eventually, the store offerings, they later expanded to include pet supplies for fish, for birds, for small animals, for reptiles. The company had 78 locations through the tri-state area, including 7 on Long Island. At its height, it had more than 100 locations in the area. His love of pets began with the fish he kept in tanks as a little boy. In high school, he worked part-time in a pet shop. While in college in 1965, he borrowed money from his father to open his first tropical fish and aquatic supply store in Glen Oaks. This guy was an example of the American dream. You got to give guys like this credit. That's why I want to bring him to everybody's attention if you don't know who he is. Now, Pardron, who lived in Dix Hills, this guy raised hundreds of thousands of dollars for the North Shore Animal League and other smaller shelters. He was a huge help with animal adoptions. I mean, that is amazing. He was extremely generous. He was brilliant. He was very loving and very kind. He was really amazing to everybody. Now, that's what I'm talking about. In 2003, he was the first retailer inducted into the Pet Industry Hall of Fame by the American Pet Products Association. This guy was just amazing, and he just loved the hobby. He ran everything himself. With his kids, it was a family business. Now, you're thinking to yourself, was it because of the pandemic? No, it's because this man, Neil Pardron, passed away. And without a man with this vision and this love for pets and this love for animals, a business like this just gets devoured by the online and the big box stores. And it's really a shame. It's really a shame. It's a sad day in America when a place like Petland Discounts is no longer around. So I wanted to bring it to your attention. And this man was a great man, and he did a lot of things for our hobby. And I got to tell you, I shopped at the store myself. It was really good. It was amazing. The fish you could find in this store was amazing, and it wasn't like the other stores. As far as the chain goes, the man owned every store. It wasn't a chain. He put love into it. And that's what we're missing in this hobby with a lot of these bigger box stores and these, the online thing. So I just wanted to say, Neil Pardron, thank you for everything you did. You're going to be missed. Your stores are going to be missed. And there's a special place for you up in pet heaven. Thank you for all you did. Okay, enough of that. Let's try to end this on a fun note. All right, who remembers Crazy Eddie? Remember the commercials? He's so crazy. His prices are insane. Who remembers this guy? I know you tri-state area people do. Remember this commercial?
Video sale ever! Get a video recorder, color TV, large screen TV, video camera, even an audio video component system. Get it all on sale now during Crazy Eddie's greatest TV and video sale ever. Remember, we are not undersold. We will not be undersold. We cannot be undersold. And we mean it. So get anything and everything in TV and video. Get it now during Crazy Eddie's greatest TV and video sale ever. Crazy Eddie, his prices are insane.
So Crazy Eddie was a consumer electronics chain in the northeast of the United States. They were founded in 1971 by two brothers. The man who played Crazy Eddie in the commercials was a radio DJ. Jerry Carroll, I believe, was his name. Now, Crazy Eddie at one time had 43 stores in 4 states and reported over $300 million in sales. Now, the problem was Crazy Eddie, the real one, was really batshit crazy. This man was arrested for his fraudulent business practices, so he ran away to Israel. He was then returned to the United States to stand trial. His 1993 conviction on fraud charges were overturned, but he eventually pleaded guilty in 1996 and 97. He was sentenced to 8 years in prison and was subject to numerous fines. And that was it for Crazy Eddie. And let's be honest, Eddie was friggin' crazy, all right? Thank you, everybody, for joining me on this very special episode of Vinny's Aquatics. I know it's not usually it's not the lapathon it usually is, but I just wanted to talk to you guys about these things. These are two people I think need to be remembered, especially my brother Nigel. I hope you guys at least got something out of this. We'll have more fun next time. I'll bring the funny. But for now, thank you for joining me. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, smash the notification bell, and share this out to your friends. And I'll see you next time on Vinny's Aquatics.